Welcome to Concept Craft. We are presenting step-by-step videos training to crack your certification exam, so you can gain the confidence to take on any accounting challenge. Now let's begin our today's lesson. The Profit and Loss and Balance Sheet Reports. Learning Outcomes. In this lesson, we'll cover using the Profit and Loss and Balance Sheet Reports in QuickBooks Online. Topics: the Profit and Loss Report, analyzing the Profit and Loss Report, the Balance Sheet Report, analyzing the Balance Sheet Report, creating insight. As your clients work in QuickBooks Online, they develop a complex financial dataset about their business, and this resource becomes a valuable source of insight. But to benefit from it, clients need to know which reports to run and how to interpret them. How can QuickBooks Online help? The two most important reports you and your client need to be able to use are the Profit and Loss and Balance Sheet reports. In this lesson, we'll look at how to run and analyze them. The Profit and Loss Report. The Profit and Loss Report is the one that most clients are familiar with. It summarizes the financial activity associated with each income or expense account for a specific period, with the last line showing the net income or loss for the defined period. This indicates whether your client is operating at a profit or a loss. Running a comparative profit and loss report also allows clients to compare their business's current or past performance with that of a different period. This can reveal cash flow trends in spending and earnings from the business. To create a comparative profit and loss report, run either a profit and loss or a profit and loss comparison report, and use the Compare Another Period drop-down to customize the way the data is presented. From here, clients can define the periods to show and add columns to show the dollar and percent changes between them. The example below shows how clients can use a profit and loss comparison report to dive into how their expenses compare with those at the same time last year. Analyzing the profit and loss report. As a pro advisor, you can help clients understand the profit and loss report and how it can help them with financial planning. When analyzing it, look for discrepancies or things that look out of place, and make sure to review the following: total income, total expenses, gross profit, net income, also known as the bottom line, net profit, uncategorized income and expenses, and any transactions in the Ask My Accountant section. Changing trends from the previous periods. The balance sheet report. Another key report in the end-to-end accounting life cycle is the balance sheet report, which summarizes the financial position of a business at a single moment in time. That's why it's commonly referred to as a snapshot of the business. This report reflects whether the assets the business owns are enough to offset its liabilities and leave a net equity balance after all liabilities have been paid off. As with the profit and loss report, clients can create a comparative balance sheet report by running either a balance sheet or a balance sheet comparison report, and using the Compare Another Period drop-down to customize the way the data is presented. This can show the financial position of the business over different periods, indicating a trend or direction of change. The example below shows how clients can use a balance sheet comparison report to dive into how their equity at a specific date compares to that date the previous year. Pro Advisor Tip. To validate or prove the numbers on each row of the balance sheet report, the value needs to be verified with another report. To see which reports can be used to prove the balance sheet report, check out the Proving the Balance Sheet document. Analyzing the balance sheet report. When analyzing the balance sheet report, make sure to review the following: each bank and credit card account. They should agree with the register balance on the reconciliation reports. Accounts receivable. Any new asset purchases. Any prepaids, confirming they were accurately categorized. Loan accounts, making sure they've been reconciled against current ending balances. Owner transactions in the equity section. Net income, which should match the net income on the profit and loss report for the same period and the same accounting method. Summing up. Learning outcomes. Well done. In this lesson, we covered using the profit and loss and balance sheet reports in QuickBooks Online. Knowledge recap. The profit and loss and balance sheet reports give clients an in-depth overview of the business's performance in any specific period or at a specific date. They can provide insight into trends and help clients make business decisions. Next steps. In the next lesson, we'll cover which reports can help answer common business questions.